Hi everybody, Journeyman2 here, and we're going to be playing with the new deck, The Friends We Made Along the Way. So a lot of you viewers are people who have met playing Marvel Champions, and the deck is a partial ode to everyone who I've met in my experience the last 4 years coming into the online community and meeting a lot of people and playing a lot of really fun games together, online, in person, Con of Heroes, in my local game store. There's been so many good opportunities that this game has afforded me that I wouldn't have had without playing Marvel Champions, and I'm very grateful for it. So the deck is a Psylocke protection deck. I first had the idea for this back when Psylocke actually released, just being able to use her alter ego ability to send karma back into the deck over and over again. So her alter ego action reads, exhaust one psi energy upgrade, shuffle one psionic card from your discard pile into your deck. Any psionic card, ally, event, anything. So you just exhaust one of her two upgrades start in play, and then karma goes back into your deck, and then if you have Cerebro out, you can pull her right away. So it's just an instant tutor this card from your deck or discard to your hand, essentially. Karma, when she's played, after you play Karma from your hand, choose a non-elite minion. While Karma is in play, take control of that minion and treat it as a controlled ally with a blank text box. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme, and it takes 2 consequential damage after it thwarts or attacks. So playing Karma essentially defeats a minion and plays a second ally all at the same time, which is pretty nice. Of course, the Professor X loop is also always available, exhausting the Psi Knife, shuffling him back into the deck because he's psionic, and then pulling him immediately with Cerebro is just a great way to always have access to alter ego. You need a Confuse, you don't have a Confuse, you grab Professor X, you play him, you thwart 3, multiplayer, he jumps for somebody else. It's a lot of value in a single card. But we were missing some key things. So we have this Psychic Misdirection card that came in Phoenix's pack. So play only if your identity has the psionic trait. It's a defense. When an enemy attacks you, choose a different enemy. Damage from that attack is dealt to the chosen enemy instead of you. So what this means is that you target the villain. Villain attacks a minion. The villain's attack is usually higher than the minion's health, and now you kill that you kill that minion. So you don't have to deal with the minion, and you block a villain attack in the same card. Is very nice. You can also do minion to minion, minion to villain. There's some situational uses where those might want to attack each other. But the key component that we've been missing since Psylocke released, or since Phoenix released with Psychic Misdirection, is some kind of a way to get a minion out. Because Psychic Misdirection does nothing if there's only one enemy in play. You can't target another enemy if there's only one enemy. In their multi-villain scenarios that you can get around that a little bit, but protection really needed a way to be able to get out minions. And we got that in this card, Come Get Me Bub. Discard cards from the encounter deck until you discard a minion, put that minion into play, engage with you, heal 3 damage from your identity, and give your identity a tough status card. So you get a heal and a tough, and then you set up your Psychic Misdirection play. But Fantasy Flight Games, Caleb Grace, Tony Fanshi, they went one step further than what we could have thought, and they gave us a whole new archetype with this card, Change of Fortune. Response after you defeat an enemy during the villain phase, exhaust this card, draw 2 cards. So now every time you're playing Psychic Misdirection and the villain is attacking and you redirect that damage into a minion, the minion gets defeated, now you're drawing 2 cards off of it. So if you play that Psychic Misdirection with a single Power of Mind, 2 cards out of hand, you fully get refunded for that expenditure. And so net 0, blocking a villain attack, defeating a minion, we're already doing pretty well. So that's the key combo here, is the way Psychic Misdirection reacts with Change of Fortune here. Now Change of Fortune says after you defeat an enemy, so it can't be an ally or support. You can't use like a Protection Nova ally or any other like an ally with Retaliate won't trigger this, things like that. It has to be you. Now Psychic Misdirection being event is considered you doing it. It's an extension of your identity. Even though the origin of the damage is from the villain, Psychic Misdirection is taking that damage and dealing it somewhere else, and that's considered as you. And there's some cool things about this, that being a defense, we're still considered to be the attacked character, so any retaliate will go back into the enemy that's attacking. So like the villain, if we play Psychic Misdirection, they're going to take retaliate. We have some other rulings on how overkill works with this. So if the villain is attacking with overkill, they defeat a minion and there's overkill damage, the overkill damage will go into the villain. So misdirecting a overkill attack is very valuable. We do get some villain chip damage. One negative, though, is that piercing, which occurs before damage is dealt, so before Psychic Misdirection can move that damage around, piercing will still come into our identity. So if the villain has piercing and we've played Come Get Me Bub and we have a tough or an identity, we're still going to lose that tough even though we're not actually taking any damage. There's some other interesting things. If we look at her, if we look at her nemesis set here, we got Chimera. She's not elite. This is very key. She's not elite. Marauder Psionic, and she is a 1/1/5. So we can either take her with Karma, which is not that great because she's only going to get us 3 swings of 1 because the double consequential. But when she activates, she gets plus X scheme and plus X attack, where X is the number of mental resources on cards that we control. So let's say Chimera, who in this deck can get to 11 attack, because I think we have 10 cards that have mental resource icons that are in play. Avengers Mansion, Cerebro, Forge, Jocasta, Professor X, 2 Psi Knives, Unflappable, Change of Fortune, and Psionic Training. That's 10 cards right there. She'll get up to 11 attack. We misdirect her attack into the villain. That's 11 damage off the villain. Most villains, that's 2 shot. Especially if you add in some retaliate and some other chip. So Chimera can actually be made to work for us. This is a very neat little interaction here with her nemesis set. Okay, so we want to defeat minions in the villain phase. We want to defeat enemies in the villain phase to trigger Change of Fortune. In addition to Psychic Misdirection, we have a couple other ways to do that. Scimitar is a response and not an action, so we can trigger Scimitar in the villain phase. After we play a Psionic card, exhaust Scimitar, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Must be another Psionic card, so just playing Scimitar itself won't trigger itself, like with Sky Destroyer, for example. But Psychic Misdirection, Psionic card. We play that in the villain phase, and now we deal an extra 2 damage. So that can go into the villain, it can go into the minion if it's the villain attack didn't defeat the minion, or if we get stunned. There's a lot of boost cards that stun you as a boost. Then this being an attack means that it just removes our stun. Another good way we have to defeat enemies in the villain phase, Telepathic Suggestion. And this is one of my favorites. When you reveal a card from the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effects. So love that. Cancel Advance, cancel Assault, anything. Any like really nasty treachery. It can cancel minions and side schemes that have when revealed as well. Like there's that State of Emergency mod with all the when revealed side schemes. You can just cancel the when revealed. The side scheme still comes into play, but you don't have to discard upgrade or support or whatever those cards make you do. For each Psychotana you control, choose an enemy and deal 2 damage to it. So if we have 1 Psychotana, 2 damage. We have 2 Psychotana, 4 damage. And if we have Scimitar out, now that's 6 damage that we're dealing in the villain phase. That's usually enough to defeat most minions. Because it's choose, we get to deal it in separate instances as well. So we can ping the tough and then deal 2 damage. Okay. And then we have Weapons Training, gives us Retaliate 1. So even though the villain, the damage is redirected, the villain still attacked us, we're still considered the attacked character, we'll still retaliate against the villain. We'll retaliate against any minions, we can clean up something that's left on 1 health, for example. Really nice to get this out. So a lot of ways to deal some damage in the villain phase using these 4 cards here. Some things to note. Any abilities that say after X attacks you will still happen. So stuff like the 4 Horsemen, that's still going to trigger against us. We were still the attacked character, even though the damage was redirected. Now the difference is if there's something that says after X attacks and damages you. Well, we weren't damaged, so that's not going to trigger. So stuff like Sinister 6 is not going to trigger. Mutagen Formula's Green Goblin is not going to trigger off of Psychic Misdirection. Now, in addition to Change of Fortune, because Psychic Misdirection is a defense event, it's going to trigger Unflappable. We defended, we took no damage, so now we're going to draw another card. So we're drawing 3 cards off of Psychic Misdirection, ideally. And we also have our own other defense event up here, Psionic Redirect. I think this one is best if we have at least 1 Psi Knife out, just to block 4 damage and get it confused. If we're playing steady, then having 2 Psi Knives is nice, because anything that will confuse will stop us from needing to loop Professor X with Cerebro. And if we don't need to loop Professor X, now we can loop back Psychic Misdirections into the deck instead. And that's a big aspect of why I think this deck is really successful for Psylocke, is that she can put Psychic Misdirection back into her deck. Usually her 4-card hero hand, she's only 4 hand size in hero form, makes it really rough to run villain phase events, because you need to draw that card, but you have 20% less of a hand than a 5-card hero. So it's unlikely that you're going to draw it when you need it. Events in general they have some timing and some consistency of when you need to draw it for it to be effective. You reduce the number of cards in hand, you reduce that consistency even further. However, Psylocke can actually increase her consistency by shuffling these events back into her deck. So you get a really, really thin deck, you shuffle a couple of Psychic Misdirections back in, and you have some pretty good odds of drawing it. You can also thin your deck out pretty well using Cerebro and Training Regimen to get the specific cards that those tutor out of her deck. So you're less likely to draw into something like Psionic Training, because you might just pull it with Training Regimen instead, and that means that that's one more chance to draw Psychic Misdirection in the villain phase. So this is a key aspect, her alter ego ability, of why I think this is really good with her. We have Jocasta in here just to sit on Psychic Misdirection, solve some of that card draw trouble. We have Forge just to try to get Cerebro as often as possible. And Karma, of course, is just another way for us to make friends. We're just taking the minions, we're taking the villain, and we're befriending them, and we're convincing them that, our ideology, our superhero-ness is what they should be working towards, instead of their own evil plots and schemes. Let's see, looking through some of the other cards, we have Avengers Mansion, is always good in Psylocke. She starts the game with an 8 resource turn. She gets 6 cards in Alter Ego plus 2 resources. Yeah, she gets an 8 resource starting turn, 6 hand size plus 2 upgrades that you can spend as additional resources. That makes it really easy to get out of turn 1 Avengers Mansion and still have extra plays. At any point, she can draw a double with Avengers Mansion and has her 2 resources, and all of a sudden you fixed her hero hand trouble. Just being able to cycle through her deck a little bit faster is very nice. Get this card draw. If we ever end up with a hand of like all defense events, Avengers Mansion can draw us into an out. We're running Come Get Me Bub. We want to have a minion out to use with Psychic Misdirection. It also has the benefit of healing us and toughing us. I do think this can be a bit wheel spinny. I don't think this card is perfect. I mean, we're not getting to pick the minion, it's discarded randomly, and we are getting ourselves closer to an acceleration token, but the main thing here is it doesn't really advance our board state. We get a heal, we get a tough, but we're not doing any damage, we're not doing any thwarting, so just playing Come Get Me Bub is not doing so much. Now the tough is very nice to tank an attack on terms we don't have Psychic Misdirection, we can heal damage back, but in general, this card is much better in conjunction with the next card, Taunt. So the villain attacks us, other characters cannot defend, and we draw 3 cards. So now we can heal the damage off with Come Get Me Bub, or we can be tough, and the tough will mean the taunt attack goes into our tough, or we play Come Get Me Bub first before the taunt, and then play Psychic Misdirection to defend that attack. Even though the damage is being dealt to another character, we are still the defender, so we still satisfy Taunt's clause here. So Taunt is very good, especially coming out of Hero. Coming out of Hero, let's say we have a Psychic Misdirection hand and Unflappable is ready. We can play Taunt, we can play Psychic Misdirection, and that's going to trigger Unflappable. It's going to trigger Retaliate. It's going to trigger everything that we couldn't trigger except Change of Fortune. Unfortunately, there's no good way to trigger Change of Fortune coming out of Alter Ego because it has to be triggered in the villain phase. Now, we can set it up for a future villain phase, playing Come Get Me Bub, holding onto a Psychic Misdirection, or let's say we're an Alter Ego and we draw into Psychic Misdirection, we can discard it out of our hand, spend it on something, you know, and then shuffle it right back in with Psy Knife, and then probably draw it on the next turn. We're running the 3 basic double resources, a lot of 2-cost cards here, so it makes a lot of sense for us. Psychic Misdirection is 2 cost, we got the Allies, Avengers Mansion, Power the Mind, doubles for all of our psionic cards, so all 3 Psychic Misdirections, Karma, Professor X, which we can tutor to hand with Cerebro, our Flurry of Blades, Mental Detection, Psionic Redirect, Telepathic Suggestion. So Power of Mind is really good for the villain phase events that we want to be playing a lot of the time, and it's always good if Cerebro is ready and we have it in hand, we can always grab Karma, we can always grab Professor X. So the double is almost never wasted here. Going into just some other neat things here, Psionic Training. When this is down, she ignores Guard and Patrol. So one major weakness of this Come Get Me Bub card is you can just deal yourself a really bad minion. Something with Patrol, now you can't thwart the main scheme. Something with Guard, now you can't attack the villain. So that means if there's a Guard out, we can't confuse the villain with a Flurry of Blades. If the Patrol is out, we can't thwart with Mental Detection, but Psionic Training, we get around that. So it makes us a little bit less scared to use Come Get Me Bub, and just like a really nice little benefit that she has. We have Side Holster here, wherever that is, Side Holster, so that we can have both Psychkatanas out and Scimitar at the same time. All 3 of these are restricted. Now these are not restricted on the Psy Knife side, they are restricted on the Psychkatana side. And Body Swapped forcibly flips her Psi Energy weapons to the Psychkatana side, which means they get flipped to the restricted side. So if we have Scimitar out and we draw the Obligation and Side Holster is not out, that means we're forced to discard Scimitar, which we don't want to do. Okay, well, let's just jump right into it. I am wanting to just run straight through the Age of Apocalypse campaign with this deck and show you how it runs. I think it has a really good matchup in a wide variety of scenarios. So let's just go run straight through it. All right, Unus, Expert. We'll run Dystopian Nightmare and Infinite, just the recommended mods for right now. All right. Obligation in, I think Standard and Expert are in, and we're going to start with an extra encounter card. Let's say no threat on the main, he is tough. Extra encounter card turn 1, we start in Psi Knife form, 6-card hand. Alright, well, Change of Fortune turn 1, Forge turn 1, Training Regimen turn 1. So what I think we could do, we do 2 for Forge, gets us Cerebro. Psionic Training for Training Regimen, that's going to draw us a card to play Cerebro, and then Cerebro can draw us a card that plays Change of Fortune. And that's a lot of build turn 1. And then we thwart 3 off of Gene Pool. And it does waste these 2. We could shuffle Telepathic Suggestion back in. Let's go ahead and ditch Come Get Me Bub and ditch Psionic Training. The only thing would be if we draw into both targets for Training Regimen, because there's only 3 targets in our deck. That would be not good. Well, we drew into another one. Ooh, Scimitar. We can shuffle Scimitar back in at least. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with Forge, discarding Scimitar and Telepathic Suggestion. Forge will grab us Cerebro. We can use Martial Arts Training for Training Regimen. Training Regimen is going to get her last skill card. We ran out of those really fast. Sometimes it's like not even worth playing Training Regimen. Let's go ahead and pitch Cerebro. Getting a lot of build out turn 1. Cerebro is going to grab us Karma. So the minions in this scenario are not super good targets for her. We'll put down a Change of Fortune, and then we're going to shuffle Scimitar. It's a psionic card, and we're going to shuffle Telepathic Suggestion back into the deck using her Alter Ego ability, exhausting both of these. We will flip up, and Psylocke and Forge can combine to reduce Gene Pool down to 0. Alright, that was a little good build turn. Good build turn, turn 1. 4 card hand size. Psychic Misdirection, there's no minions out. 1 threat on the main, 1 threat on Gene Pool. And what do we want to do? Let's just take this to the face. We have Come Get Me Bub, so it's 2, 3, 4. We take 4 damage. And then we get 2 encounter cards. First one, Infinite Hunter. Deal 3 damage to an ally I control. It's going to put 3 threat onto Gene Pool. So he's got Retaliate 1. And then Hunted. Okay. We do have Taunt and Psychic Misdirection. So that will take out the Infinite Hunter. Unfortunately, it doesn't trigger Change of Fortune, but it will get us a new hand. And we can always Cerebro into Professor X. We want to have something to discard for Hunted as well. I think we need to be able to confuse and flip, is what I'm feeling. Let's go ahead, we'll start with Taunt. So he's attacking. And then we're going to play Psychic Misdirection. So the damage from this attack is going to go to Infinite Hunter instead. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Does not get killed. It's kind of set up nice for a future Change of Fortune. Draw 3 cards off Taunt. Okay, Mental Detection. So I think we have Professor. We discard Mental Detection and get rid of this maybe. Yeah. Let's go ahead and thwart 3. Flip down. We will Cerebro Professor. Getting nice and set up here. If we didn't draw Hunted, I would have stayed up and just tried to get into another Psychic Misdirection potentially. We'll go, let's see, 1, 2, and 3 for Professor X. Put a Confuse here. Oh, we didn't need to thwart 3 because Professor X could thwart 3. So we should be ready here. And or maybe it's worth just clearing Gene Pool down to 0 while we had the opportunity. Discard Come Get Me Bub to get rid of Hunted. No, I think we'll recover. Alright. Hold the Scimitar. Get 5 new cards. Okay, Unflappable. That would have been great on the Taunt turn last round. 1 threat on the main, 1 threat on Gene Pool. Unus is confused. Hunter schemes for 2. And our encounter card is Caught Off Guard. I think Training Regimen. Easily. Okay. Mental Detection seems good here. We can get... I mean... we could Karma Infinite Hunter here. But he seems really set up. We got 18 cards in deck. 2 of them are Psychic Misdirections. We could put a 3rd Psychic Misdirection in there. Seems pretty good. Gives us good odds of defeating him in the villain phase, I think. So yeah, let's go ahead and Psy Knife to shuffle Psychic Misdirection back in. And let's flip up. Take 3 off the main. And then let's spend this, flip it, spend Taunt, and Mental Detection. So that's going to remove 3 threats and draw a card. So clear gene pool, draw 1. Let's go ahead and get down Unflappable, get down Scimitar, and get down Side Holster. All right, 18 cards, 3 of them are Psychic Misdirections. Even if we pull Telepathic Suggestion, we should still be able to kill this guy, because there's 2 of those in there. So plenty of ways to kill him, triggering all of our good stuff. We didn't get him. 1 and 1. And Unus is attacking. We do have Psionic Redirect. That will trigger Scimitar to kill him. So let's just take the attack to the face. 2, 3, 4. Okay, Psionic Redirect. We have Psychotana and Psi Knife, 1 of each, so I'll play Power of the Mind. That's going to block 4 damage, and it's going to confuse Unus. Right? Prevent 2 for each Psychotana, and then confuse that enemy. And then we can trigger Scimitar, which will kill the Infinite Hunter. And that's going to draw us 3 cards here. 1, 2, 3. There's Psychic Misdirection, just a little bit too late. And we're all the way to the encounter card step already. Gang up, he's attacking again. Let's see, no Psychic Misdirection. We do have Angel. We have enough to play Angel and Jocasta. Looks like we're 1 short. Let's just take the attack. He's attacking for 2. And 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and see Mental Detection. I think we want to be in 3 katana form right now. So let's go ahead and spend this, flip it, spend our other katana, Mental Detection. That's going to remove 1 and then draw 2. So we remove 1 from Gene Pool, draw 2 cards, no doubles. We'll play Jocasta using Psychic Misdirection, and Flurry of Blades. So 3 cards, she tucks one of those misdirections under her. Jocasta can clear the main. And then let's go ahead and, well, before we come get me, bub, we should attack. So we're going to attack for 3 with Piercing. Just because we might pull a guard. I'm not sure if there are any guards, but we might pull one. Come get me, bub. It's going to discard for a minion. Okay, Infinite Soldier, he is a guard, but no Quick Strike, no Surge. So you see this is where the sequencing on Come Get Me Bub comes into play. If we had Come Get Me Bubbed first, we couldn't have been able to attack Unus. So we heal 3, get a tough. And now he is perfect for Unus to kill in the villain phase. And if we don't kill him, Scimitar will. I don't know if Angel is good enough to hold here. Let's discard him. Ready up, 4 cards, 1, 1. Avengers Mansion is very nice. Okay, so Unus is attacking. We're going to spend our katanas. And that's going to play this. Oh no, wait. I mean, we could spend these, or we spend this and saves 2 resources for Mansion. The only thing is if we pull our obligation, then it exhausts our katanas. But I think the odds of that are really low. 1 in 20. Of course, now that I've said it, that's going to happen, but we're going to play Psychic Misdirection. Damage goes to the soldier. Place 2 threat on Gene Pool. He's only taking 2 damage. It's unfortunate, but Scimitar will finish him off. And then we've defended, defeated an enemy, draw 3. Encounter card. Prelate Armor attached to Unus. After he schemes, give him a tough status card. Well, he's not going to be scheming for a while. After we make a basic attack, spend, our resources down here, discard this card. +1 scheme. I don't think that's really going to matter. The tough, we can easily pierce. So let's go ahead and drop this. And our, let's see, and Flurry of Blades. And 1 Sai Katana for Avengers Mansion. Draw 1. Well, we can... Neither Karma or Professor X are really doing that much for us, unfortunately. We do want Jocasta back in the shuffle, so let's activate her. Get rid of that threat. And then Psylocke will attack for 3. It would be really nice to flip and shuffle something back in, but I think it's going to be the exact same as if, I don't know if we want to draw Psychic Misdirection right away with no minions. Was there anything else? I guess we could have held on to Flurry of Blades instead of these. And we could have played Flurry of Blades. That would have been much better, actually. So instead of holding on to that, we could have just done this. Flurry of Blades is now dealing 6. Gets him down to 3. Yep. Alright. We are decking out. 4-card hand. 1, 1. Okay, he's attacking. We are tough. We drew Telepathic Suggestion. Perfect for a double encounter card turn. We're stunned. We lose our tough. Shadow of the Past. Well, do I Telepathic Suggestion this? Telepathic Suggestion would trigger Scimitar, gets rid of our stun. I do like Chimera. She'll be at 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll be at 5 attack right now. Now I think the smart play is just Telepathic Suggestion. That's going to cancel the one revealed, and I'm going to send 4 damage back into him. So that's going to send him to his next stage. Send him to his next stage. There we go. He's got 18. A tough. And then we can trigger Scimitar to get rid of our stunned. Let's see, no card draw. And then advance. He's confused. So that was a pretty well-controlled villain phase there. It's Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Okay. I think now we taunt. Or do we come get... No, I think we taunt first and then come get me bub after. We probably should have paid for suggestion with the double. We could have basic defended, trigger unflappable. We didn't do that. Let's go ahead and ping this tough. Deal 3. And then we'll use a double, unfortunately, to play taunts. He's attacking for 3, 4. Alright. We draw 3. Another come get me bub. Well, we have 3 psychic misdirections in the deck, 26 cards. We'll play it. Maybe there's another little soldier guy. No quick strike on him. Ah, Infinite Hunter. But he's not revealed, so that's good. Heal 3. Gain tough. We may as well throw down our martial arts training, +1 defense. Does ready us after we defend, little indomitable action. And I think we just pitch these doubles. 4-card hand, 1, 1, no psychic misdirection. Let's see, we'll take his attack into tough and then maybe defend the hunter. At least get a draw off unflappable. Yeah, that seems good. Alright. Tough goes away, defend the hunter, and counter card is Infinite Soldier. That's going to quick strike for 2. Oh, we could draw a card from the perfect defense. Okay, Flurry of Blades here. Weapons training. Let's go Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Maybe we get Psychic Misdirection with taunts in hand. Nope. Training Regiment's not bad. Although we only have 1 skill card left. I think we just go here. Weapons training. And then we do 1 and 2. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, because that was a double. For Flurry of Blades. Let's take out the hunter and put 2 onto the soldier. And then one of these can just throw down a training regimen. At any point we could have Cerebroed down and gotten Professor X, but or even Karma. Karma would have been good with the Hunter, but I think we have so many Psychic Misdirections in our deck, we just want to stay up. Keep doing damage. There we go. Alright, 1 and 1. Now, Unus is attacking us. We're going to misdirect that. We'll go pay with 2 katanas. Psychic Misdirection, damage goes to the soldier. Alright. So we defended, we defeated a minion in the villain phase, or an enemy. So it's 1, 2, 3. And then he takes Retaliates because we have the Retaliate out now. And we can also do Scimitar for 2 more. Villain stages also count as enemies for Change of Fortune. I'm wondering if we missed that earlier when we defeated his villain stage in the villain phase. We may have missed a Change of Fortune trigger unless we defeated a minion that same turn. Okay, 1 encounter card. Assault. He's attacking. We got 3 defense. We have Professor X, Angel. Yeah, we're going to defend that. So 3 and 3. Attach this card to an infinite minion. There is none. We blocked all damage. He takes another Retaliate. Avenger's Mansion. Draw 1. Okay. Psionic Redirect and Power of the Mind. Plays Professor. Gets a Confuse. Oh, you know what? He had Retaliate 1 from Scimitar. Or sorry, from Gene Pool. He had Retaliate 1. So we should have taken an extra damage from when we used Scimitar. Okay, he's confused. Professor X will take 3 off of Gene Pool. And then I think we play Jocasta here. She grabs Psychic Misdirection. Not that we have any enemies. This could also just be a flip down turn. Flip, shuffle, Telepathic Suggestion back in. Or a Flurry of Blades. We get Angel. Oh, we can't shuffle because we use our Psi energies. Let's see. I don't know, we draw Telepathic Suggestion. Maybe we're just winning next turn. 6 damage. Yeah, let's play Jocasta. 1, 2, 3. Grab Misdirection. She can go ahead and clear Gene Pool. No, it's thwart 2. There's only that one card that adds threat to it as a boost to give him Retaliate, so I'm not too worried about it. 4 card hand. Okay, we did get a good villain phase turn. 1 and 1. He is attacking us. I think we'll defend it. We take 2. He takes 1. And then the encounter card is Under Fire. We could Telepathic Suggestion, but it's not going to cancel the Surge. I think we let it go through and see what we get instead. Probably the safer play was flipping down because he couldn't scheme out, but advance. That's just gonna ping his Confuse away, and then Infinite Soldier, no Quick Strike. This goes away. We do have taunts with Psychic Misdirection, so that's something. He doesn't have Retaliate. Let's see. Avenger's Mansion, draw 1 card. Another Psychic Misdirection. Alright, we're going to use Karma to play Taunt. And then we will use our entire hand to play the Psychic Misdirection. Or wait, we should play the one under Karma. Or sorry, under Jocasta. So we'll use these 2 to play this Psychic Misdirection. He attacks into us. It defeats the Infinite Soldier. He takes to Retaliate. We draw just 1. No Change of Fortune here. But Scimitar will trigger for 2 more. We did get Flurry of Blades, so Psychotana, Telepathic Suggestion, Flurry of Blades. It's going to be 6, and then Jocasta for 1 more. And yeah, that was an okay showing of the game. Usually I flip a little bit more, but let's go ahead and set up the next one. Welcome back, everybody. We got our second game of Age of Apocalypse set up here. 4 Horsemen, shuffle them up, reveal them left to right. We We got War, Death, Pestilence, Famine. War up first, I don't really like. Give him the first player marker. This might be one of the least favorable lineups for us. Famine last. We're going to deck out a turn sooner, most likely. And we're going to start with an acceleration scheme. Alright. I wonder if we can confuse and stay down turn 1. Taunt, Psychic Misdirection. And if War draws a triple, that's a lot of damage onto one of the other horsemen. But I think we just pitch our entire hand. Even the doubles. Go for some build. Cerebro. Training Regimen. These are good cards. Let's go Flurry for Cerebro. Grab Professor X. So we could stay down turn 1. And ideally, we get that card that moves the first player token, I think. Or no, because that'll discard Cerebro. I think we're going to shuffle these flurries back in. We're going to do 1 for Training Regimen. Training Regimen will grab us probably the defense skill, I think is the least useful for us right now. We're going to drop 3 into Professor X. Get a Confuse onto War. He's going to take 3 here. We could clear that if we flipped up. Professor X chumps, we discard Training Regimen. I think we shuffle back in 2 of the flurries because we have 0. That really sucks. And then next turn we shuffle back in the villain phase events, so we don't draw them when we're in alter ego. I'm gonna stay down. 2 cards seems worth it to me. 2, whoops, in exchange for 1 acceleration. Confuse, Hound. Flips us up anyways. Okay. Well, we got Avengers Mansion and Flurry. We could just Professor X again. We got Psychic Misdirection, 2 left in the deck. Let's go ahead and just drop Mansion, see what that gets us. Got some good build. Flurry for Hound, 4 onto War, or get a couple Confuses and flip. Probably Flurry and flip. Yeah. So we're going to do Flurry of Blades, deals 2 to Hound, and we get 2 Confuses. 1 onto War, 1 onto Pestilence. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Or do we leave that and we just clear the main? Flip, because if we discard 10, we might not have a Training Regimen or Cerebro target anymore. And I think we want to grab Forge, and we want to grab our Psionic Training, because all these little hounds, they have guard, so we want to do the one that ignores guard. Shuffle 2 cards back in. I think we do the same thing that we did last time. 2 Flurry of Blades, and then next turn, before we flip up, we shuffle Psychic Misdirection back in. Alright. 6 card hand, 2 threat on. War is confused, and counter card says, under fire. 2 more. First one, Horsemen of Famine. Heal 2, give her tough, she activates. So Famine schemes for 3, 4, 5, up to 7. Because she activates, that moves this to death. And then Assault is going to surge into War Weary. We're stunned. That's fine. We got Scimitar, that'll remove the stun. So I think we drop Psychic Misdirection for Unflappable. Strength for Scimitar, put down a side holster. Avengers Mansion, draw 1. Woof. Training Regimen gets us a card. One Psi Knife gets us Professor X, Cerebro gets Professor X, the other Psi Knife shuffles Psychic Misdirection back in, so we at least have one. Let's go ahead and, let's see, Training Regimen. We'll get out our Retaliates. Unfortunately, not going to play it. The two Psi Knives are going to shuffle Professor X and one Misdirection back in, but then Cerebro's going to add Professor X right to our hand. We're going to flip up, spend 3 for Professor. Scimitar triggers, removes our stun. Professor X, take 3. Let's just take 6 off the main, get it down to 1. I still don't know when we should trigger this. Like, if Misdirection isn't in the top 10, we guarantee it for ourselves, but if it is in the top 10, then we guarantee that we don't see it. Which kind of sucks. Alright, draw 4. 2 on. Death is attacking us. Let's block with Professor X. Alright, his ability pings us for 1, moves us to Pestilence, and counter card is another 6-threat side scheme. Well, Angel can clear it. Seems good. Let's go ahead and Avengers Mansion, draw 1. Flurry. Can we play both? Looks like no. I mean, I think we gotta go for Angel and clear Horsemen of War. 1, 2, 3. We'll do Angel 4. Well, maybe we could have Mental Detectioned instead of Angel. Right? Because that could draw us 1, and then we can get Flurry. I kind of like that line of reasoning. And what do we pitch to this? Sonic Training or Training Regimen? I feel like this is too good for the Hound, so we discard Training Regimen. Get it back soon anyways. So let's go Angel, Psi Knife, turn into a Psi Katana for Mental Detection. It's going to remove 3. Pitch Training Regimen, draw 1 card. And now we have Flurry of Blades with 4 damage and a Confuse. So we can do all of this. 4 damage onto War. Confuse Famine. Trigger Scimitar, 2 more damage into War. And then we can flip and shuffle something back in. Let's see, I don't know what's good here. There's a good chance we draw it in the hero phase, so probably another Flurry of Blades. Start getting some damage on these guys. 1, 2. Pestilence is confused. And counter card says Rough Riders. Okay, we're going to resolve it, both of these. So Famine is going to discard the top 10. We're just going to get us another encounter card. Oops. And then, sorry, Pestilence discards top 10. Famine is going to... No, Pestilence blanks us. Famine discards the top 10. So we can't shuffle anything back. And we can't flip our Psi Energies with our Hero Interrupt caught off guard. Sucks here. Dang, right after we reshuffled. Now it's probably Psionic Training. Alright, Avengers Mansion to draw. I think we're going to do at least 3 for Jocasta. I don't think we'll do Professor X. I mean, maybe. Maybe Professor X instead of Flurry, but I kind of like Flurry here. We can grab Forge just to use as a resource. Increase our odds of hitting Psychic Misdirection. Flip up. We can do Genius and Misdirection for Jocasta. She'll attach it under her. Remove 2 from the main. Let's go redirect, forge, katana for flurry of blades, deal 4, get a confuse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Confuse onto pestilence, we'll attack for 2, defeating war. Well, not defeating, but reducing him to 0. And come get me, bub. You know, in an alternate reality, we come get me bubbed first, hoping for the 1 out of 6 chance to draw Ahab, and then use Cerebro to grab Karma and grab Ahab because he's not elite. We don't have Change of Fortune down, so I don't know how much come get me bub is really doing here. And we had to discard our Ignore Guard as well. So I think I'm just going to hold Telepathic Suggestion. We drew another one. Okay. 2 threat on. We're being attacked by Pestilence. Going to mill the top 10 of our deck. Let's go ahead and use 2 to play Psychic Misdirection. She's attacking for 2. Just 2. We'll put it into death. That's going to move the marker. We can trigger Scimitar for 2 more into death. We can trigger Unflappable to draw 1. And counter card says Hunted. So we want to flip down. Oh, sorry. This should have been one of the 10 milled before we... So her mill happens before Unflappable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was like 4 doubles in a row. 10. And then we draw 1 from Unflappable. Angel's good. Okay. Avenger's Mansion. Draw 1. Training Regimen. No way to confuse death. We can thwart for 5, clear the man. Sorry, confuse war, I mean. And we'd have to use Professor X again. Yeah. Angel for Training Regimen. Jocasta can thwart 2. Psylocke will flip to Psykatana and attack for 3 into death. Flip down, shuffle some stuff back in. We'll shuffle who? Oh, Professor X isn't even in our discard because we grabbed Forge instead last round, right? Oh, we're going to be a card short for Hunted. So actually we should have spent one of these on... What did we play? We didn't play anything. No, we played Training Regimen is what we did. We spent something on Training Regimen. We spent Angel. So instead of spending Angel, spend Sai Katana. So we still have Angel in hand. And then the other Sai Katana shuffles Misdirection. Cerebro Training Regimen. Grab Professor X and our plus defense. Okay. We discard a card to Hunted. And we discard 3 to Professor X. Whoops. Let's go on to Confuse War, clear the main. Okay. 6 cards, 2 on. War is confused. Horsemen of War. He heals 2, gets a tough, activates. So he schemes for 2, 3, 4, up to 6. That moves us over here. We are in killing range of him again, at least. Oh. Come get me, bub. Hitting Ahab would be amazing. Have we seen all of our skills? 1, 2. We haven't seen the Weapons Master, so let's go ahead and grab that. Or Weapons Training. Last cards are all 3 copies of Mental Detection. What the heck? Okay. We could spend 2 Psychic Misdirections to get out a weapons training, and then shuffle those 2 back in, so we're guaranteed to draw them. Flip. Let's come get me, bub. Or, let's see, port for 3 first. And then we come get me, bub. Mill for a minion. Let's hope it's Ahab. It's not. It's Hound. We do cancel its when revealed because it was put into play. It wasn't revealed. It's going to heal us for 1 and get us stuff. We could Karma to grab it for ourselves. Not that that really does anything. We could do Mental Detection. That's just very likely to draw into those Psychic Misdirections. So I think we just Flurry. Flurry for 8. Yeah. Just pitch our whole hand to it. So it's going to deal 2 to the Hound, ping the Tough Off War, deal 2 to War, and then Scimitar will trigger, dealing 2 to Death. Let's pitch Karma. Alright. We are getting an extra encounter card. 2 threat on the main. Death is attacking. He's got 3 and a nice boost. So I think we just do Mental Detection, Psychic Misdirection for Psychic Misdirection. It's going to be 5 damage. Put it into Pestilence, get it down to 7. Death deals us 1. We deal him back 1 with Retaliate. Scimitar can deal him 2 more. Too bad that his forced response happens first. Yeah. Oh, it does it. After we play. So Scimitar would trigger right after Psychic Misdirection is played, and the Retaliate on weapons training happens before his forced response, so I think we actually get to keep our Tough. Gonna pretend like we planned it like that. Unflappable, draw a card. This moves over. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Let me know in the comments if that's wrong. 2 encounter cards. First one, Amplify. That actually might just be good for us to leave out. Second one, War Weary. We're stunned. Okay. Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Come get me, bub. But even if we grab Karma, we can't afford Karma. We're 1 short. Maybe we just play Psychic Misdirection. We'll go Katana and Bub. Sorry, for not Psychic Misdirection, Mental Detection, sorry. We're going to remove 1 threat and then draw 2. Jeez. Still, almost put out the Psionic Training. Or you know what? Let's spend this Katana, flip it to a knife, use our basic, take 3 off the main. Taunt into Tough here. I don't know what we're looking for if we draw 3. There isn't much we can play. I mean, we get Bub, a double, and Karma. Bub into Ahab. Training Regimen Cerebro could play Karma. That's only if we get Ahab. How many Hounds have we seen? We've seen 2 Hounds. So there's, what, 2 Hounds left and 1 Ahab. So 1 out of 3 chance if we draw Come Get Me Bub that we could grab Ahab. He gets his spear as an encounter card, and then he's swinging for 5. The safe play is we just do nothing. Draw into Psychic Misdirection, get some big damage. Oh, you know, we got 200 discards, so maybe we just flip down. Just flip. training regimen can grab this one, just to put it out there. Is there anything we want to grab with Cerebro? Forge, I guess. Probably Forge is better than actually playing martial arts training. So let's play him instead. He can reduce the main. And then, yeah. Okay, 6 cards. We'll shuffle the Psychic Misdirections back in before we flip up. Confused. Shadow of the Past. It's fine. There's a chance we Karma Chimera. Or Psychic Misdirection Chimera, I mean. Let's see, it starts with 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 upgrades. Goes up to 9. Let's see, Chimera is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attack right now. Ooh, she one-shots Pestilence. That's really good. So I think we keep her out and we Psychic Misdirection her, because she's dealing more damage than the villains. Yeah. Okay, 2 Psi Knives. We'll shuffle back 2 Psychic Misdirections. Avengers Mansion, draw a card. And then Cerebro. Whoops, we're not drawing that. Trying to search the deck. Cerebro gets Karma. Just in case we come get me bub into Ahab. Because I think Taunt is honestly not bad. Although now I wish one of these was a Katana. Yeah, we're pretty close to winning. I think we just flip. Get rid of our stun. Let's come get me, bub. Oh wait, we're already tough. We gotta play Taunt first. So Angel will play Taunt. Pestilence attacks us. We could Psychic Misdirection this. Draws off Unflappable. But I really want to get another one for Chimera. We did use this. If we do this, we're going to be 1 short for Karma. So I think we just take it to the tough. Okay. Tough, we're blanked, this moves. And then Taunt, we draw 3. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about the draw 3 with Taunt. We probably could have still played Psychic Misdirection. Let's see. Come get me, bub. Getting Ahab would be so clutch. Nope. Wasn't to be. Hound. Get our tough back. We could Taunt again. That seems really wheel spinny. I think we just do Flurry of Blades. Start winning. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 Flurry. Oh, you know what? We don't have any Psychikatanas. So Flurry is actually not that great. Oh, you know what? Pestilence should have taken a Retaliate from our weapons training when we taunted them. Famine discarding 10. Doesn't seem great. But Famine attacking Pestilence with an Amplify does seem good. Let's go ahead and Flurry. Taunt. Famine attacks us. And now do we misdirect? Discards the top 10. Could discard both of our other misdirects. That wouldn't be great. Actually, that would kind of suck. We do have Jocasta. What are the odds of milling all 3? Probably good, right? Probably pretty good. I don't think we should be too afraid of it. I think we just go for damage. We're going to play Misdirection here. Famine is attacking. That's going to be 5 into Pestilence. Going to discard the top 10. Nice. So we're going to draw another one with taunts and unflappable, guaranteeing our villain phase Psychic Misdirection. Okay, we can use Scimitar to kill the Hound, I guess. Why do we want to do that? Because we're ignoring guard. We can just send a Scimitar into Pestilence. The Retaliate on Weapons Training takes care of this tough. Chimera is very close to just being able to outright kill Famine in the villain phase and win us the game. We are still blanked. So Flurry is not really doing much, just puts out change. Mental Detection is clearing 5. Not that that really matters for us. I don't know, we want to leave the Hound alive for Change of Fortune. We want to leave Chimera alive for Psychic Misdirection, so I think we just discard this, and this is our hand. Karma can help us grab Ahab for the win if we get him. That'd be super nice, super clutch. Alright, drawing 0 cards. We get 1, 2, 3 on the man. Oh, you know what? This should have moved to war. That's even better. It's 3 attack. But we're just going to let him hit it into our tough, I think. Okay. There goes our tough. And then this moves. And then Chimera is attacking us. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attack. Yeah, wow. So Psychic Misdirection, she's going to deal that 9 over here into Famine. Come on. We're going to trigger Retaliates here. Scimitar will kill Hound. So with Unflappable and Change of Fortune, that's going to be draw 3. Anything else we're missing? I don't think so. Another Psychic Misdirection could win us the game here. Yep. I guess we could have drawn off of Unflappable, seen that, and then done Scimitar, but it's whatever. 2 encounter cards. Good chance of still getting attacked. Gang up. There we go. It's going to be a win. Death is attacking us. We play Psychic Misdirection, and Death is now attacking Famine instead. And that's a dub. W. Pretty nice. I really wish we had pulled Ahab, but I'll settle for Psychic Misdirecting a 9 attack Chimera. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Alright, I'm going to reset for Apocalypse 1. He's another one that Psychic Misdirection works really well against. And I will see you guys in a couple seconds in your time. Alright guys, welcome back. We have Apocalypse 1 set up over here. And this is another scenario that we just have a really good matchup against. I mean, we're not chump blocking, so Gene Pool isn't going to do too much to us. And Apocalypse might just kill his own prelates here. So let's see who we start out with. Mr. Sinister. The Retaliate is kind of annoying, but we can always ping his tough with our katanas. Shuffle here, shuffle here. Okay, turn 1 Unflappable. We're not going to do this. I mean, if we draw into a Psychic Misdirection taunt to clear Mr. Sinister, even before the villain phase, and triggering Unflappable, but the odds are so slim. I feel like we just go for 3 more. Turn 1 Avengers Mansion. I will take that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Avengers Mansion. Could still get Misdirection, but nope. Let's grab a Training Regimen. Training Regimen for, I think, the Garden Patrol again. The one that can confuse on demand. But we're going to spend it for Unflappable. Flip. spend these, flip 1 to Kasai Katana. For mental detection, it's going to remove 3. Draw 1. Man, now we're all out of skill cards, turn 1. Let's go ahead and ping this tough. 2 damage, we take 1 back. Okay. So you've seen 12 cards out of our deck. No defense events, so we have 5 defense events, telepathic suggestion still coming up. Okay. All we need is 1. Nope. So we're going to have to defend these guys. Well, we're going to take Apocalypse to the face. Let's see, 2 threat on. Apocalypse coming at us. We're confused, he deals 3. And then we're going to basic defend Mr. Sinister. Or do we? Yeah, I think we do. Basic defend, there's a chance that we full block. We do not. We take 2. Counter card is Crisis. It's okay. Avengers Mansion, draw 1. Change of Fortune. Mental detection clears Confuse. We play Flurry. We're 1 short of change. Don't know if we clear the Confuse yet. I think we just take out Sinister and deal some damage to Apocalypse. Clear the main out. Ignores the Crisis. So, sorry, I'm talking to myself. I forgot you guys were listening. So, one of the strategies here is that encounter cards can remove threats through Crisis. So, the Age of Apocalypse here, that removes all threat from this scheme, ignores Crisis. So if we just defeat him, it's going to ignore all that. I would really love to draw Psychic Misdirections, but I don't think we can really bank on it. Yeah, I think we just have to do what we can do. We'll pay 3 for Flurry of Blades. It's going to deal 2 damage twice and confuse once. So 2 and 2 takes out Mr. Sinister, and we get half a confuse onto Apocalypse 1. Psy Knife and Flurry to clear our confuse. I don't know. I don't know. The good news is in this scenario we can always clear this and get another prelate. So even if he goes to his overkill side, he's now overkilling himself instead. Yeah, I don't think we clear Confuse. I think we're just going to play down Change of Fortune. Pitch those. Psionic Redirect. Okay, so we got 2 on. That'll help us get a Confuse at least. What do we need? Prevent 4. I guess we don't have to decide yet. It's going to be 3, 4 damage. So okay, we only need 1 of each. So we can just go ahead and Power the Mind. Psionic Redirect blocks all damage, turns this into a full Confuse. Draw 1 off of Unflappable. And counter card is +1 attack and Overkill. I think we want a Flurry. Let's go Avengers Mansion first. Jocasta is good. Yeah, Jocasta can clear Heart of the Empire, get a prelate, and load Psychic Misdirection. Actually seems really good. Come Get Me, Bub. Also does something similar. The prelates are almost all tough, I think, right? Sugarman, tough. Rasputin, tough. Abyss, tough. Shadow, yeah, they're all tough. So I should save my basic to ping their tough with the katana. And we don't do Come Get Me, Bub, most likely. I mean, Come Get Me, Bub, and holding Psychic Misdirection and playing Flurry of Blades just to get Apocalypse's health down. Seems good. And holding Psychic Misdirection so he attacks through his own enemy. At least clears the main, so we're safe. Just really liked having Jocasta do it. But yeah, second attack is deadly. So I want to... Well, it's deadly either way. I think we're going to basic attack, flipping this to Katana. So we're going to deal 3, pinging the tough with our that. And he might just deal overkill damage into himself. So let's go Come Get Me, Bub. Discard for minion, this guy. Yeah, he's definitely going to overkill into himself. Tough. And we can do 1, 2, and 3 for Jocasta. Grab Psychic Misdirect. Do we hold the flurry? Yeah, Jocasta can just go ahead and 2 off of that. I don't know if it matters. We'll just do 1 here, actually. That seems good. Let's hold the flurry. I think that might make a difference. Okay, 1, 2. Apocalypse is attacking. We're going to play Psychic Misdirection. Maybe we ditch the flurry now. So Psychic Misdirection, he's attacking for 4, 5, 6 into Infinite Soldier. So 2 damage comes here, 4 comes back into him. So that's good. That puts him in a range of the katanas. We took no damage. We defeated a minion or an enemy in the villain phase. We're going to draw 3. All good things. Psychic Misdirection with taunts for the player phase. That's going to be good. Retaliate 1 and Stalwart. It's fine. Okay. So I think we want to clear Heart of the Empire and taunt him before we kill him. Let's have Jocasta clear this for 2. That's going to get us a Prelate. Flip this over. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the Prelate is Shadow King. Comes out with Tough. We can attack Pierce's Tough for 3 damage. Let's go Avenger's Mansion to draw. Pitch Angel for taunt. So now Apocalypse is attacking us. I don't think I've missed anything. And we can do Telepathic Suggestion and Come Get Me, Bub for Psychic Misdirection. So he attacks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 damage comes here, 3 damage goes into him. How do you like that? Shadow King is also gone. Did we put Sinister into the discard when we killed him? Because I don't see him anywhere. I think we might have. Let's pull him out of there. Nope. Okay. I don't know what we did with him. Maybe we just discarded him. Okay, so yeah, he killed himself. So he goes back to full. This comes down to 0, and the attachments go away. Go ahead and put down a side holster. And yeah, we're going to sit on this, probably sit on Professor X. 3 cards. This goes up by 3. He's attacking into our Tough. Nice to see another advance go. I think we've seen 2 go. And then Under Fire. Spoke too soon. Infinite Soldier. It now has 8 health and a Tough. Woof. Okay. Let's draw 1. Well, this is all good things. We might be able to do Professor X, Forge, and Cerebro. Well, we can't flip down for Cerebro, really. At least not safely. Professor X for half a Confuse. Psylocke pings this here. God, I would love to flip and shuffle a couple psychic misdirections back in. We got one coming up. Almost guaranteed to get it. Scimitar. Let's go ahead and ping this tough for 3. And do, oops, leave unflappable there, please. 2 for Forge. Grab Cerebro. Now we're almost guaranteed to get it. Just a matter of, is he going to do 5 damage to kill that guy? Well, I guess we can guarantee it with the Scimitar, can't we? Power of the Mind. Place Scimitar. And then 1, 2, 3 for Professor. Get half a Confuse. Trigger Scimitar for 2 more damage. Professor can do what? Get us another Prelate? That doesn't seem great. Maybe it's time for Apocalypse Solution. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. It's going to mill 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forge Contort for 1. Okay. 80% chance we draw it. We got it. Ooh, last card. 1, 2, 3. Apocalypse is attacking. Spend 1. Spend 2. Psychic Misdirection. Okay, he's attacking for 4. That's going to kill this soldier. And we draw 3. And we can Scimitar him for 2. Or do we save it for the player phase? No, I think we just go here. Alright, 2 encounter cards. First one, Surge. Second one, Gauntlet. Third one, Wolf Among Sheep. Apocalypse is going to activate. Oh, you know what? Did we chump somebody earlier? I can't remember if maybe we chumped Professor X earlier, and there should be more threat on Gene Pool. Oh no. I don't remember. But yes, he's attacking us right now. So, I feel like we just take it. Threat on Gene Pool is a little bit of an issue right now. How many soldiers have we seen? That's the only thing it really affects. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. We've seen all the soldiers. So actually, it's not a big deal. I'm just going to chump Professor X. He gets this card. And 1, 2, 3. Here. These are exhausted. That's exhausted. Alright, Avengers Mansion. Draw 1. Come get me, bub. Trigger teamwork. Let's see. Karma can steal Gauntlet for ourselves. And then that turns off teamwork, because teamwork is only if it's another minion that shares the trait. He would be an ally. I kind of like that. We should clear Confuse. That's been killing us. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, losing Cerebro. Grab Gauntlet. Turn him into a buddy. He gets 3 activations for 2/2, so that's not bad. We can play Come Get Me Bub, although there's a chance we don't pull anybody. We already saw there's no soldiers, so how many of these guys are left? Oh yeah, there's no Dark Rider, so we can't actually play Come Get Me Bub. So we should play Mental Detection. Probably better if we flipped one of these when we spent it. So we get remove 3, draw 1. Okay, it's not helpful. Gauntlet can clear the main. Forge can just ping 1 into Apocalypse. Or, yeah. Seems good. Drop Taunt. 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. He is attacking us. Now do we defend? Didn't get any of our stuff. I think we're just going to take it. 3, 4, 5. We go down to 2. Kind of rough. Encounter card. Caught off guard. is it training regimen? I think so. Okay, Avengers Mansion, draw. That would have been great a little while ago. We don't have any ways of confusing. Oh, he should have 2 damage, double consequential. Lack of confuse really sucks here. Have we seen misdirections or Jocasta? Haven't seen any. 3 out of 20. Maybe we should mental detection for the draw. Can flip this into a katana, spend weapons training for mental detection. It's going to remove 1 threat, draw 2 cards. Okay. After we played that, we can Scimitar for 2 damage. Psionic Redirect is looking good here. Let's go spend Katana and Genius. Oh, wait, we want to activate first, huh? Let's go ahead and thwart 2 off Gene Pool. Spend Katana and Genius to to play Angel, readying us. Oh, wait, this should have been a Psi Knife because we want to thwart. Angel readies. We're going to flip this one, so we're thwarting for 3. And then he can just deal 2. Gauntlet can clear Gene Pool. I think we hold the redirect. Yeah. What do we want it to be on? For each side knife, for each side katana. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. He's attacking for 3. We could block it all with redirect. It is a double, so we want it to be on side katanas, 2 side katanas. So we block all the damage, and that's going to trigger Unflappable to draw 1, and Scimitar to deal him 2. Too bad we couldn't have kept 1 on Psi Knife and gotten the second Confuse. That would have been great. Oh, Mr. Sinister was underneath the encounter deck. Whoops. I think I just saw him shuffle in. Yep. Take him out. I knew there was something weird. Don't know why it looks like that. Okay. So Acceleration token comes on. Counter card is Shadow of the Past. Well, we saw in the 4 Horsemen game that's not such a bad thing. The acceleration scheme is kind of annoying. Starts with 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upgrades, goes up to 8. The indirect damage from the dragons is a good way to kill us though. So we kind of need it tough. Okay, we could full confuse and flip, I think, with Flurry. Let's go Mansion, draw. Jocasta. I like her a lot here. Let's go Gauntlet. What do you want to do? Mental resources. We got 1, 2, 3, so she schemes for 4. Yeah, I don't think we can keep her around this game. I think we just ping 2 with Gauntlet. Ping 2 with Angel. And then we're going to have to Flurry her. So Energy and Mental Detection. We'll play Flurry. Let's see. For each Psychotana you control, deal 2. Oh, we need to not control a Psychotana right now. That's dangerous, because we need one to be Psi Knife to confuse him. Don't confuse him, it goes up by 5, he schemes for 2, she schemes for 4. If we exhaust, then we're not ready to recover, and we really need to recover. Yeah, I think we're just going to flurry for 2, and then 2 up here, and then after he resets, we'll deal him another 2. So he goes to 8. This goes away. This gets cleared. Flip, recover. I mean, sending him to higher stats with overkill isn't the worst, because Psychic Misdirection will just make him overkill his own people. Just drop Flurry. Draw 5. And there's a chance he doesn't even scheme out, so I say, as I will it into existence. This goes up to 5. He schemes for 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, maybe we just got lucky. Take X indirect, where X is the number of mentals on cards we control. If X is 0, surge. So we got 1, 2, 3 mental. We can put 2 into ourselves, 1 into Karma, which is going to put 3 on Gene Pool. Yeah. Yep, unfortunate. But it is what it is. It's Avengers Mansion to draw. We need some thwarting here. And I don't see a lot of it. Do we have damage then? Can we kill him? Scimitar, Angel, that's 2. It gets him down to 4. If we don't recover, we basic for 3. Yeesh. It's not good. Can we at least get this to 4? I don't see it. There's only 1 dragon left in the deck. That's really the only card that we got to worry about now. So do we just risk it? Maybe we clear Towering Citadel, pull Prelate, and set it up with Psychic Misdirection, and just start going for the game, even if he goes over to his overkill form. Hold Telepathic Suggestion. It's probably what we have to do. Hope we get to Come At Me, Bub, to heal. Yeah. Let's flip up. Spend Katanas to turn them into knives, and Psychic Misdirection to grab Jocasta, and then she'll grab Psychic Misdirection back. We can thwart this for 3. It's going to reveal the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to get us Prelates. Sugarman. He got tough. We actually don't have a way to trigger a Scimitar here. Get Angel, gets rid of the tough. He has 4 attack on his next stud, is that right? Where's the other card? Yeah, he's got, no, just 3. So there's a chance he doesn't kill Sugarman, which is absolutely terrible. So we might just hold on to a lot of things here. Jocasta, oh wait, she can ping the tough, there we go. Jocasta pings the tough, Angel deals 2. So that sets him up very nicely. Can play Psionic Training. I think we hold Suggestion and Redirect and the Power of the Mind, just to be super safe that we don't die. Okay, so he is flipping here because of this. Right. When the main is completed, remove all threat from it, flip this card, reveal Apocalypse 4. Okay, Apocalypse 4, tough, overkill, stalwart, this goes away. He is attacking Sugarman. And you are 2 Psi Knives to play this Psychic Misdirection. Maybe flip 1 to a Katana. Yeah, flip 1 to a Katana. And he is attacking for 4 with overkill, so it's going to actually ping his own tough. Kill Sugarman. So 3 Prelates down. We draw 3. And then Scimitar for 2. 1 encounter card. Infinite Soldier, Quick Strike. Oh boy. Oh, psionic redirect actually. Prevents 2, confuses an enemy. Or psychic misdirection even, honestly. Yeah, psychic misdirection is going to deal that 2 back to Apocalypse. Okay. Avengers Mansion, draw 1. Not the one we needed. Are we guaranteed a misdirection next turn? I think we are. Yep. So is now the time for another Prelate. Going up by 6 puts us in death range, for sure. All of these are bad. Everything's bad. Come get me, bub. We get another quick striker. That sucks. If we thwart Gene Pool, we can't clear Tyrant's Throne. So come get me, bub. We can always Psionic Redirect. We got Synapse instead. Okay, it's going to heal 3. Give us tough. We needed that. Jocasta and Psylocke, and then we can't clear the tough of the last Prelates, but at least we're not losing in step 1. Yeah, come get me, bub, for this one. Do 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Get the last Prelates, reveal no longer worthy. Who do we get? Abyss. Okay. It's a little bit annoying. Maybe not terribly. We can defend for 3 twice. Attach Apocalypse, heal all the damage. He cannot take damage while Pelletman's in play. So we need to basically deal 15 damage next turn. I don't know if a redirect is doing it. We gotta keep suggestion. And now we're guaranteed to draw. Okay. I think this is it. 1, 2, 3. We didn't get it, but we can draw it off of Unflappable. Okay, he's gonna attack into our tough. He gets a tough. See, after he attacks, we're confused. It's not the worst. Flurry of Blades could be a win. I don't know. I really wish we had drawn. We have our last Psychic Misdirection here. If we had drawn that, I guess we would have had to discard 1 more. I thought we were guaranteeing it off Unflappable was enough. We can defend the Infinite Soldier. Saves our tough. Get rid of Martial Arts Training to ready. Infinite Soldier. Do we have Retaliate? I don't think so. No Retaliate. That will trigger Unflappable. Extra encounter card. Let's have Abyss attack next. I don't know, I think we just take all these attacks into us. So Abyss will get rid of the tough. And he gets a face down card under him. So he's at 7 health. Synapse can ping us for 1, we get a confuse. And then this guy quick strikes. Okay. All of a sudden, lots of minions. Lots of minions. Avengers Mansion, draw 1. Okay, Jocasta. 1, 2, and 3. For Jocasta, get back that Psychic Misdirection. This is great for us. And I think we do the last 3 for Flurry of Blades. And we probably want to... Oh, we probably want a 3rd Katana here, actually. Let's go flip this to Katana, so we're attacking for 3 into Abyss with Piercing. And then Katana, Power of the Mind for Flurry of Blades is going to deal 6, and then 2 more from Scimitar. So we want to do... So he's at 7, so we want to ping him twice. It's going to kill Abyss. We get this card back into our discard. And we have 2 more pings. Probably Synapse. Kind of annoying that it worked out like that. I guess we could have Jocasta'd to put Synapse at 2. And then the first 2 goes into him, the second 2 comes into Soldier. And then he'll be overkilling himself. I like this a lot better. I think we just might win. Okay, 1, 2, 3 on. He is attacking. We're going to Power of the Mind to play the Psychic Misdirection, so he's attacking into his own Infinite Soldier. Okay. It's very much dead. He overkilled into himself. We draw 3. And then Scimitar for 2 into him. Because we can ignore guard with Psionic Training. Infinite Soldier will hit us for 2. And anything else that comes out, we can Telepathic Suggestion it. Except that. Okay, this is fine. Each Dark Rider gets toughness. We discard for a Dark Rider. Okay, tough. Blade doesn't activate. Second one, he gets overkill. He already had overkill. So do we have 8 damage? We do have Flurry of Blades, so that's 8 exactly. We may as well see how much we can clear. Came down to the wire. We didn't get a great setup, unfortunately. We even taunts maybe. Nah, just win the game. 1, 2, 3. Flurry of Blades. Oh, Scimitar is already triggered. Oh, that's fine, because this is going to do 6, and then we just make a basic attack. Boom, boom. Yep. Okay. So we defeated him, even though he flipped to stage 4. And let's move on to Dark Beast. See you in a few seconds. Okay guys, welcome back. We got Dark Beast here. We're going to roll a 6-sided die, 1 and 2 for Blue Moon, 3 and 4 for Genosha, 5 and 6 for Savage Land. Give it a couple spins, it's 1. So that gives us Blue Moon. Set these 2 aside. Shuffle here, shuffle our Obligation in. He gets an extra encounter card. And we draw out a 6. Okay, so he's going to get extra damage, but minions gain guard. We can't ignore guard with our 1 thing. I think we're going to pitch everything except for Forge and the double. Maybe shuffle those suggestions back in because they're really strong against this scenario. We got Cerebro and Professor X. Wow. So maybe we don't even need Forge. What do we do? 2 for Forge, get it back. If we just do this and this, hold the double, we're definitely going to shuffle those suggestions back in, I think. 1, 2. We're going to use Taunts to play Cerebro, Forge and Power of the Mind for Professor X. Gets to confuse. He can clear that threat. And that's going to leave our hero able to take a damage and get rid of the goggles. Now if he gets the +1 attack one, that's going to be good for a Change of Fortune. I don't even know if we hold this double, actually. Let's just see what happens. Alright, 1 threat on. We take a damage. We're going to chump with Professor X. Okay. Double encounter cards. First one, assaults. Take a damage. Defend. Take 2. War Star. When revealed, discard the top card in the encounter deck. If it's an Imperial Guard minion, reveal it. Otherwise, we take a damage. Now she have come get me, bub. I think we're just gonna Professor. Stun War Star. Seems good. Yeah. We can use 1 to play our Sonic Training, flip this and this for Professor, and then the 2 doubles. Or Martial Arts Training. Stun here. Get rid of that. We're already low on health. We need those come at me bubs. 1 threat on. Confused. This guy schemes for 1. Counter card is Hunted. Good thing we're an alter ego. Alright, we gotta recover for 3. Discard Telepathic Suggestion, get rid of Hunted. Do we shuffle the suggestion back in again? Grab Professor X again, because we need to confuse. Yep. Shuffle this Telepathic Suggestion in. Flip up. No defense events is really annoying. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Play Professor X. Confuse. Clear main. Kind of want to hold these again. I know we keep holding this double, but that seems good. 1, we take a damage, defend with Professor. This guy stunned. Master plan. Trial by combat. Hinder 1, when defeated, shuffle each Imperial Guard minion into the encounter deck from the discard pile. Okay. Well, we still didn't get a defense event. Definitely holding is making me look foolish here. So I think we just gotta get rid of War Star. Yeah. We're gonna port 3. Get rid of that Amplify. It's going to shuffle stuff back in. There's nothing in the discard. We've seen 1 advance. And then we're gonna spend these 2. And Power the Mind for a Flurry. It's going to deal 6. Gets rid of War Star. Flip down. I guess we could have Jocasted him. Hold on. Hold the phone. Whoops. Because she is in our deck still, right? And then we can shuffle some good stuff back in, maybe? Yeah, okay. So, let's go ahead and Cerebro out Jocasta. Or, sorry, Karma. How many times am I going to say the wrong thing in this video? We do 1, 2, 3, 4 for Karma. Get War Star. He's going to deal 2. Take 2. And then we can shuffle. What do we want? Telepathic Suggestion. Professor X back in there. One. Confused. Encounter card is Oracle. When revealed, we're confused. It's not so bad. We get change. Okay, we got some build. Finally. It took a while. Do we kill Oracle and then bub and not recover? That seems good. Oracle. I mean, what if we get Gladiator, though? He's got like 9 health or something. I don't know if Dark Beast is going to kill that in the villain phase. We don't have Change of Fortune out, so I think we're not bubbing at all. I think we just put Unflappable. And then we can Training Regimen. Training Regimen gets what? Weapons Training. We're not going to go for Professor. We will shuffle Flurry back in. Yeah, recover. Flip. 1, 2, and 3. For Jocasta, she'll tuck Psychic Misdirection, port them in. Warstar will deal 2 to Oracle. Or will he? Let's just deal 2 to Beast. Okay. One on, we take 1 damage. Do we Psychic Misdirect? I think so. Let's go 1 and 2. Psychic Misdirection into Oracle. Okay. She's gone. Draw a card with Unflappable. No other triggers right now. Body Swaps. Flip both, exhausts. They're in Katana form. Okay. It's annoying. Now we get Professor with Cerebro, but we miss out on Mansion. I think that's okay. Yeah. We'll lose our Confuse. Flip down Cerebro for Professor X. Good reason to just shuffle him back. I guess we could have telepathic suggested that, but I don't know if it's that worth it. Let's see. We should activate Warstar for 2 before we play him, because we are at our ally limit. Professor X gets Confuse, ports them in. We put Side Holster down. And we're getting pretty built. Let's hold the chumps for now. 1, Confused. And counter card is Evil Genius. He schemes, give him a tough. Schemes for 2. Trial by Combat is not in play. So now that Gladiator is out of the deck, Come At Me Bub is looking much better. Okay, we gotta discard a Psionic card. Discard Flurry. Gets rid of Body Swapped. Jocasta takes 2 off the main. We are going to get Change and Bub and Misdirection now. I think we're going to forego Professor X. Or is there anything we want to shuffle in? Not really. There is a Psychic Misdirection in the discard, but we're about to deck out. So let's just grab Professor X. We might be able to do it all. We might be able to do it all. Flip. Power the Mind. Nope, we're going to be 1 short, aren't we? If we don't play Come Get Me Bub, but then we don't have a target for Psychic Misdirection. If we had 1 more resource, we didn't run out of our skill cards. There's only a 50% chance we draw our last Psychic Misdirection. Oh wait, no, this is why we left this ready, because we can do it like this. Get a Confuse. Okay. Genius plays Change. We'll make a basic attack for 3. With maybe we wait to see what Come Get Me Bub gets. If we need to attack that. Maybe. We might actually have to attack that instead. Professor clears. Okay. I think we're going to want to... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if Karma misses the shuffle, because we can always get her back when we need her. So I think it's fine. 1 on. He is attacking, so we take 1 damage. And we're going to play a Psychic Misdirection. using this and this. So attack goes into Manta. We did need the damage after all. Draw 3. And counter card is +1 attack. Okay, Scimitar. Can we do mental detection too? I think yes. Did we not heal and get tough from our come get me bub? So we should have been at 10 with tough, and then the damage from beast would have pinged our tough. So now do we bub again? I don't remember how many minions are in this set. 1, 2, 3, 4, with 1 being Blue Area of the Moon, 1 being the side scheme, that's 6, 1 being an attachment, right? Something like that. Yeah, Imperial Guardsman. Is there one more? I feel like there's one more. Look it up real quick. One more minion in the deck. Yeah, Earthquake. We haven't seen Earthquake. So come get me. Bub gets Earthquake. He's got 4 health. And then we play Scimitar. And we're guaranteed to draw the last Psychic Misdirection in the villain phase. Okay. I feel like that works. Let's go for Earthquake. Here. And then we're not playing Mental Detection, I guess. Because we don't really want to draw the last 2 and not be able to play Scimitar, unless one's a double. Or, no, we do have Katana ready, so it could work. It could. Yeah, let's go 1 and 2 for Mental Detection. It's going to remove 1 threat. We draw 2 cards. Okay, and then Katana, Suggestion for Scimitar. Now, he does need a 1 boost to kill Earthquake. Are we going to gamble on it? No, we have Scimitar now. Yeah, we're good. We can just ping his tough. 1, 2, 3, ping tough. Yep. Scimitar makes all the difference to being able to guarantee we kill these minions. Okay. 2 on. He's attacking. It deals us a damage. We can go Flurry and Katana for Misdirection. Okay. It's going to take out Earthquake. Draw 3. Scimitar for 2. 2 encounter cards. Kinda wish we still had Suggestion. Evil Genius. He's attacking us. Give him an additional boost. So we take a damage. We're going to block with Karma. He gets this. Okay. I feel like we play Avengers Mansion and flip down. Hold Jocasta. So it goes up by 3, gets to 5. If he gets an advance, we lose. Almost guaranteed. I guess he has to get a double boost and a draw advance. Well, if we hold Jocasta and we play Mansion, we can... Nope, we can't play Jocasta. If Mansion draws us a double, of which there are 6 out of 23 in the deck. What are 6 23rds? 2 7ths-ish. Mental Detection clears 1, draws 2. At least lessens the odds of losing to advance. Clear 1, draw 2. Let's do that. Clear 1, draw 2. And then we go Avengers Mansion. Draw 1. Flip down. 1, 2, 3. Confused. Gang up, surge. War weary, we're stunned. So if he had pulled advance and a triple boost, we would have lost, but I think we did it pretty well there. Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Come Get Me Bub is good. Training Regimen, do we have anything in the deck for that? Yep, our Retaliate. We definitely want to get that out. And then let's grab Professor X. Shuffle Suggestion back in. We can do 2 for our Retaliates, flip up. Power of the Mind, Weapons Training for Professor X. Get it confused, trigger Scimitar for 2. Professor X takes 3 off the main. Oh wait, sorry, Scimitar doesn't trigger for 2, it just clears our stun. And then, let's Come Get Me Bub. Okay, Oracle. That's a guaranteed kill, so we don't need to do anything. Heal 2, get it tough. Let's just attack into Dark Beasts for 3. Yep. Hold just one of these. Draw 3, 1, 2, 3 on the main. He attacks. The damage pings are tough. And we're going to throw this into Oracle. Psychic Misdirection, Power of the Mind. She's gone. We draw 3. Scimitar and Retaliate will deal 3 back. And then we get an encounter card. 1, 2, 3. When defeated effect. Okay. Is it time to start rushing him down? I think yes. Yeah. Double flurry would have been great, but I think we can just do a single flurry like this. It's going to deal 2 3 times, so the first one pops him to stage 3. So it goes up to 22. Let's see, reveal a random set aside encounter set. So 1, 2, 3 for Genosha, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Savage Land. Come on. Roll a die. It's a 1. So that gets us Genosha. When revealed, discard each other setting environment. These guys get shuffled in. Deal each player an encounter card. He has Steady. And places 1 threat on the main scheme. Okay, and then the last 2 Flurry of Blades bring him down to 18. Okay. Well, we can... There's no more guard out, so Sonic Training can just confuse him, I think. Seems good. Let's see, 6 cards left. 1 is Misdirection. Nope, no, 0 are Misdirection actually. Wow. 1 is Suggestion though. So Suggestion seems really good actually. We do have Scimitar off Sonic Redirect, so maybe we just do Come Get Me Bub here. Let's go ahead and Thwart for 2. Trigger this to turn this into a full Confuse, just to give us ourselves some advance prep. And let's go Come Get Me Bub. Okay, Manta. Gets us a tough. So now Sonic Redirect, I don't know. I don't know if it's really doing anything here. I think we just pitch these. Draw 4. 1, 2, 3. Nope, we didn't get anything of what we wanted. Wow. Okay, so his interrupt puts 1 in the main. He attacks us into our tough. That was a big attack. We drop tough. He takes 1 from retaliate. Manta hits us from 2. He takes 1 from retaliate. 2 encounter cards. We really wanted telepathic suggestion. Advance. He's confused. Good thing. We would have lost. Evil Genius. He attacks with double boosts. Maybe we should have defended and drawn with Unflappable for the other, for a 50% chance of telepathic suggestion. That might have been a misplay. Yeah. So he's going to attack us with a double boost here. That really sucks, because he's attacking for 3. We can defend for 3. Oh yeah, puts 1 on the main too. Escape Mutant does not, so 2. We take 2. He takes 1. After we defend... Oh wait, we don't have the +1 defense. So we're taking 1 more. Whoops. I thought we had the ready. Oh no. Yeah, this is really bad. So we need a mental detection, the main. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn this into a Sai Katana. Or sorry, a Sai Knife to remove 5. Avengers Mansion, draw 1. Nope, so there's 1 telepathic suggestion left. We could do Scimitar for 2 into Manta, so at least he dies to retaliate. Oh wait, we had Amplify, we should take in 1 more. So we're gonna have to come get me, bub, here. We get Magistrate, Patrol. We heal 3, get tough. Yes. Okay. Pitch these. We really need to get a Psychic Misdirection. Again, advance. Oh, there it is. Again, advance is losing us. 1, 2, 3. His attack places 1. He attacks. We're going to pitch Forge and a Sai Knife to misdirection. We will target the Magistrate. Okay. Magistrate dies. We draw 3. Come on. 3. 3. There we go. Pings him for 1 with Retaliate. We'll Scimitar him for 2 more, because we think we need just to win this turn. Manta will hit us for 2, and then dies to Retaliate. Okay. We do have Telepathic Suggestion to cancel advance, at least. Oh, we should have an extra encounter card. Did we deck out? We definitely did. So whatever his boost was should have been our encounter card. Whatever. Okay, I don't think this is going to affect us whatsoever, because I think we're just going to double Flurry of Blades. Yeah, this, turn it to Katana, and Power the Mind for Flurry of Blades. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make a basic attack for 3, and then we'll play another Flurry of Blades for 6. And that's a win. I don't think there is any guard or anything. We came a little bit close to losing, but yeah, there we go. Okay, on to Sabah Nur. Solo protection is getting it done. Alright everybody, welcome to our 5th and final game of Age of Apocalypse versus Sabah Nur. I accidentally played this entire game without recording, so I'm having to replay it. We did get the win. I've played this exact matchup with this deck a couple times. It's undefeated. We just have a really good matchup here. Yes. Drop all of that. Maybe stay down extra turn. Okay. We're going to shuffle those psychic misdirections back in. Easy decision. Throw this out. Throw our retaliate out. And then get Professor X in play. So, confuse, take 3 here, stay down. 1 threat, 1 power counter, confuse goes away, 2 encounter cards. First one, body swapped. At least for an alter ego. Second one, he changes to giants. And he gets a power counter. Alright, Professor X gone. Wow, our psychic misdirections again. Discard that, get rid of that. Yeah, they're exhausted, so we can't get Professor X back. That's super annoying. And we can't shuffle these misdirections we're missing back in. So I think we just have to play Forge here. Maybe there's a better way. So we do these 2 for Forge, get back Cerebro with his ability. Nope, it's not making a difference. Yeah, we just play Cerebro, hold Angel, I think. Thwart 2. Oh yeah, and he thwarts 1. Okay, 1 there. Attacking, block with Forge. Okay. Make that get 3 boost icons. Don't want an extra threat. Exhaustion, sucks. Tyrant Worship. Fine. Going okay so far. Karma has no targets. Come get me, bub. If it hits anything... Nope, Ozymandias is the only elite. So, we can get a tough and then steal the minion with Karma. Or we just play Angel. I feel like tough and steal, even if we mill through half this deck. Scarab, quick strike. 1, 2, 3, we heal it back, we get tough, and he's a really nice one to grab with Karma, because he's 3 attack. Just gonna swing right into him. One, power counters go. Already almost through the encounter deck. How do you like that? Change to Cyberpath form and place a power counter on the min. So Cyberpath adds 2 to everything. Kind of annoying. But at least we can confuse him. So let's just take this attack to our tough. Change to giants. Easily one of my least favorite things in this scenario. Okay. So we probably should have canceled him changing to Cyberpath with Telepathic, but whatever. He does take a Retaliate. This, fine. Well, Scarab can attack for 3 again. Slowly whittle him down. Psylocke will thwart for 3. Taunt for Training Regimen. We can at least play something. Yep, the one that ignores Guard and Patrol. We have to discard 1 for using Training Regimen in hero form, but we can at least play this. Stores a Confuse on the board, ignores Guard and Patrol. There is Guard and Patrol in this game, or in this scenario. I guess we could have spent this instead of that hold Telepathic again. It is nice just to cancel his form changes sometimes. 1 and 1. He's attacking. I think now we throw Changes to Cyberpath. Oh my god. That's going to pop this. Deals us an encounter card. Scarab goes back to the encounter deck. Alright, 2 encounter cards. First one, Master Plan. Second one, Shadows. Okay. We are canceling Shadows. Yeah. With that and that for telepathic suggestion. What is happening? Not this. That stays. Yep. These two. No, this one. Did we want to deal damage or move threats? I think we can remove 1 and deal 2, changing that into a katana. And then we need to be able to get Professor X, but I don't think we can actually. We might be 1 short. We might be 1 short. And next turn it's going to be too late. But yeah, Shadows I think is important enough to get rid of. At least this early. Yeah, this and this, or 1 short. We need a double. Training Regimen is now out of targets. So if we hadn't done this last turn, we could have gotten it. Oh, we have a Confuse here. After we thwart, discard it to Confuse. Okay. So we'll thwart 2 off the min. Discard Sonic Training. Confuse. Play Unflappable. Flip. Shuffle Professor X back in. Before we flip up, shuffle the Psychic Mr. X back in, yada yada. You guys have watched me play this deck for 4 games now. Probably know how it works. Alright, let's Cerebro for X. Then we do 1, 2, 3, for Jocasta. Pull that misdirect back. Sai Katana can shuffle something else back in. Let's go for another suggestion. Maybe keep him in this form, cancel this stuff. And then flip and do 1, 2, 3 for Professor X. Confuse. Professor and Jocasta. Oh. Just changes him to Giant. So maybe do 2, 1, 2, 3. And try to keep him here for as long as we can. Ignore that. Thwart 3 here. Okay. 1, power counters pop. This is the one that changes him to Giant, so we should have changed him to Giant anyways. That's rough. Rough, rough, rough. Defend with Professor X. Places 1 threat here, we get stunned. Two encounter cards. Change to Biomorph. Place 1 power counter. We'll take the 2 indirect. It's fine. And then we discard. It's a mental. I'm confused. Discard that card. Okay. Well, we did get Change of Fortune and Mental Detection. So first Mental Detection is going to remove our Confuse. Second Mental Detection is going to change him to Giants, which he should have healed earlier actually, the first time he changed. Gives him a tough. How was I playing Change of Fortune? Maybe we're just holding it and removing our stun. 1, 1, defend with Karma. Changes him to Biomorph. Take 2 indirects. And countercard changes him back to Giants. Heals 2. This is so ridiculous. Just so ridiculous how that keeps happening. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, get the Mansion out. Mansion will draw a card to get change down. It's like a hit and run. He's just like, I'm going to go to Biomorph, deal you some damage. I'm going to go back, remove some threat. How are we actually surviving this attack, though? It's a good question. I wonder how many Retaliate pings I've missed. What are the last 2 cards? One is Psychic Misdirection. Maybe we just flip down. How many advances have we seen? We've seen both giant-sized despots and both advances, so let's flip. I don't think there's anything for us to search out. Nope, Scimitar and Genius. Okay. Encounter card. 1, 1. Oh, ha, he decked out. So maybe he is going to draw an advance now. Now that we tempted fate. 1, 2, changes to Giant. He's already in Giant. 2 encounter cards. First one, caught off guard. I want to say Cerebro, because we can just get it back with Forge later. Alright. Training Regimen. Yeah, this one. Go ahead and play Scimitar. Draw with Mansion. Nothing for us to shuffle in. So I think I'm just going to recover. Flip. Power the Mind. Power the Mind. Professor X. Literally nothing for him to do except thwart. Trigger Scimitar though. Gets rid of that tough. And here for here. Taunt would be so ridiculously dumb right now. So I think we're just going to pitch these. Dig for something good. Get rid of this. Superpower. Wow, we just saw both advances and a lot of minions go. Okay, this one. Changes to Cyberpath. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now he attacks us. Just gonna stun. Defend with Professor X. 1 encounter card. Celestial Tech. Get back that armor, not the sword. Oh, of course. Okay. See, mental detection and then Scimitar to clear stun, maybe? We saw so many minions hit the discard. Yeah, all that's left is a single Zealot, so Come Get Me Bub is gonna mill for an acceleration almost for sure. But I feel like that might even bear best play. Yep, oop. It was the second card, so it's not even that bad. We can taunt and psychic misdirect. But this is our only change of fortune target for the rest of the deck. So I think we just thwart 3. And mental detect for 5. Clear our stun with Scimitar. Yep. 1, 2, 1 power counter. We're going to spend Karma and a Psi Knife for this Psychic Misdirection. Oh, there's a chance he doesn't even kill this guy. Pfft. That was dumb. Well, I guess we can Scimitar him. Changes to Biomorph form. Just going to deal 2 indirect right into our Tough. And Scimitar will kill him. Just going to do 2 here. He does take a Retaliate, actually, up here. We'll draw 3. And we're into the encounter cards, which is the one that switches him. So I think we don't want that. And we go 1 and 2 for Telepathic Suggestion. Yeah, we're just going to cancel that and remove 2 threats up here. Okay, I think we want to Flurry and deal damage. So let's change this to Katana. Taunt, Angel, Flurry. Oh wait, hold on. Let's draw with Mansion first. Okay. Basic attack for 2, Flurry for 6. We can even just thwart and confuse. That seems good. Let's flip this. No, let's flip this one. So that's going to remove the man, get a confuse. And then this one, flip that to Katana. Taunt, misdirect, Flurry. It's going to deal 6. And then do we keep Jocasta out? I think so. Let's flip. We don't really have much to do with no minions in the encounter deck, so 2 here. He's confused. Encounter card says Celestial Tech, so we discard the top card. It's mental. We get confused and discard that card. That was like a free turn. Yeah, that felt super free. Avengers Mansion, draw 1. And now do we grab... Oh, what happened to Cerebro? We pitch it to cut off guard. Have we been cheating? Someone tell me if we've been cheating. Because we pitch it to cut off guard. Did we... I don't know. I don't think so. I think we stayed in Hero for a really long time. But we definitely can't Cerebro right now, that's for sure. So let's just flip. Clear our confuse. Strength. For mental detection. Clears 1, draws 2. Sonic redirects can plop that down. Oh yes, Scimitar can deal him 2. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3 for Angel. Maybe we don't play this. And whatever I spent to play this, we spend it on Flurry instead to get 6. Angel can ping 2. This gets him to this stage with 24. Psylocke can attack for 3. Hold suggestion. One, two. I might have to watch that back, because now I'm really concerned that we might have been Phantom Cerebroing. Oh yeah, how are we surviving this attack? Just face tanking? 3, 6, wow. Wild face tank. Master plan. Assaults, we're gonna have to suggest that. This, and this, and this. Cancel that. And then suggestion deals 4, I wanna say. Yep. Down to 17. Mansion, draw 1. Oh yeah, Scimitar for 2 more. Down to 15. We can do Flurry for damage. Here's flip and heal. Win next turn. Seems right. So we go here. There. Confuse. He's probably gonna flip the giant and the confuse will be worthless, but we'll do it anyways. Jocasta and Angel take 3 here. Make that safe. Flip recover. Just being ultra mega safe. Yep, he does flip the giant. And gets a power counter. So giant heals 3. Loses the confuse. Schemes 3. After this activation, change to biomorph. That's fine. Put 1 in direct here, 2 into Professor X. Easy. 1 encounter card. Body swapped. That's actually fine. Still don't have a good way of surviving his attacks. Come Get Me Bub is still whiffing. Maybe just Psionic Redirect. Draw a card. Yeah, maybe we just hold Redirect. Discard Mental Detection to get rid of this. Although, do we even need to flip to Psi Knives anymore? I don't think so. Maybe we just keep the obligation out. Yeah, we're going to keep the obligation out. We're going to Mental Detect, draw 2, remove 1 threat. And then we're going to Flurry for 8. Psylocke for 3. Angel gets him down to 5. Oh, you know what? We had Retaliate. I feel like we definitely missed a Retaliate ping. We won't give it to ourselves, but we definitely did. Angel for 5. Scimitar in the villain phase gets him to 3. Retaliate to 2. Yeah. Let's see, 1, 2. 2 power counters. He's attacking for 3, 4, 5. We will play Psionic Redirect. It's going to block 6 of it, so we unflap. Scimitar and Retaliate for 3. Telepathic Suggestion. We'll cancel whatever this is and win. Nope. Not a win revealed. So Psylocke and Angel combine for the win there. Yeah. What would Mental Detection have drawn us? Flurry. Could have won on Flurry too. Mansion. Yeah. Well, there you have it. Yeah, you can see like one of the weaknesses is how slow it is sometimes. Villain damage doesn't come very fast. We got to the second, almost the end of the second shuffle here, but that was with a lot of milling. But yeah, I really like this deck. I hope you guys try it out. Let me know what you think, and hope this was a good primer. Have a great rest of your week.